All right. Hey, Jonathan, man, so good to have you here. I want to start out by just saying, introduce yourself and tell us your title and your company as well.
Sure. Thank you for having me again, Rob. So my name is Jonathan Robson, and I am currently working for the Department of Labor in the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I'm working there as a IT specialist. Title is basically a Linux system admin, and I'll also be doing a network administration as well. But yes, so
It's
that's where I
awesome,
am
man.
right now.
Congratulations on the new
Thank you.
gig. We were talking just a few minutes ago, and you were telling me that as you're beginning to really get onboarded and everything, you're working with a senior. Did you say that she has 17 years working in Linux?
She has 17 years background in Linux, and she has been with the Bureau of Labor Statistics for 30 years, 30 odd
Wow.
years. Yeah.
Wow. So your job right now is just to absorb, I guess, huh?
I absorb as much as I can, and I believe she has a process that she usually undertakes. She coordinates everything herself, the patching process for all the servers. So I'm going to be the one who's going to be taking over that by March. So I have a good solid month to undertake that. So.
Wow, wow. Do you feel like your training at Yellowtail has helped you prepare for this?
Most definitely, because I mean, say for example, even if I did get the certification on my own, I feel like there would be so many things that were lacking. Just even from the internship, there were so many protocols, so many topics that were covered. I don't think that you could achieve that, or you could, at least from my side, I don't think you could gather all that knowledge just from doing it on your own.
Yeah.
Yellowtail definitely has helped me tremendously, from the way the programs were designed, the layout, the tutors, the success coach, um, and just the mentorship was amazing from Yellowtech.
Yeah, that's awesome. And um especially I know you get in the apprenticeship, you get experienced patching and whatnot, but I know that that's one of the areas that a lot of people are like, oh, kind of a little bit, leery to go into, man. And it sounds like
Yes.
you're just being kind of thrown right into the fire there, huh?
I'm definitely, yeah, definitely thrown into the fire. Also started learning Red Hat Satellite, which is what we as Red Hat administrator, that is kind of works next in line to us for patching. The entire patching process is done through Red Hat Satellite.
Right on, man. Well, tell me a little bit about your, let's go back to your time here as a student at Yellowtail, which wasn't that long ago. Um, you know, you went through a pretty lengthy process, and if I'm not mistaken, you had absolutely no IT experience coming into this. Is that correct?
I had when I see so I worked with mainframe operations, but that was on such a bare minimum because it was me basically thrown into a job with no proper training. Everything that I had to do was I had to gather information on my own. I changed my trajectory from basically going working as an administration in mortgage equity to going into IT, but that transition came with me wanting to go into getting my cybersecurity degree. And then the year before, August of 2021, where I actually decided to go into Linux full on, knowing that that is something that I have to do as well when I get my cybersecurity degree, given that I didn't know what my trajectory was going to be, even though I had gotten these things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, and you're still studying cybersecurity, or?
So I've finished my cybersecurity degree, the associate's degree. That all happened together. So as soon as I got Red Hat certified, I think a couple of weeks later, I ended up getting my cybersecurity degree. I actually graduated my associate degree. So yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So tell me, and to those that are listening, what do you think was, let me rephrase the question. You obviously have been a successful graduate of our program. What do you think made you that? What advice would you have for those going through the program in order to achieve the same results you did?
Um, at least for myself, I know that, nothing comes easy. Anything that you put your mind to, or anything that you want to aspire to be, it's not going to come easy. You have to put in the work. And there were times when I was actually going through the program and I was like, okay, do I know if I can do this? Do I have that in me? I just had that blind faith, and I just trusted my instructor, David Baker. And, I just went along with the program. I went through the material that we had studied, and all the recorded Zoom sessions. I read those things over and over and over again. It became like a religion to me, basically. I used to wake up in the morning, spin up 4 or 5 servers, and then just go from there. Break it down, go from there every day till my examinations came, and then I went ahead and got certified. But it's not easy. You must put in the work. No
Yeah.
way out of it. Like anything else, you have to put in the work.
So for you, it was a matter of repetition and learn
Repetition.
by doing.
Learn by doing, and if there were some things that I didn't understand, I would just go back and reference the videos that we had the recorded Zoom sessions, and just some notes, basically. But everything that you needed to know was on Yellowtail Tech. Like
Yeah.
everything was just laid out so that you can go back and reference specifically that issue. Everything was there.
Nice. And you had mentioned earlier when we were speaking about community and everything too, there seemed to have been a great support amongst not only your specific cohort members, but others throughout the whole Yellowtail community. Did you take advantage of, the various study groups and the group chats and all that on Slack?
Oh, most definitely. Even leading up to the exams, we used to have study sessions. I think it was Saturday, sometimes Saturday, 7 o'clock. I could be wrong. I just don't remember. Usually, like on the weekends, 7 to 9, we used to have a little study session. And, if you ran into a problem, you can either throw it in the chat, or you can DM the person directly, your cohort. And, everybody was so engaging to help. And I did the same thing. I gave them the same gesture as well. Even going through the internship as well, there were a lot of questions that I wasn't able to not answer, but at least find guidance to get to. I was confused, basically, to put in some words, and my cohorts were nice enough not to give me the answer, but to actually guide me the way. And I feel like that is the best way you can learn, if giving you hints and you follow along with that. It really gauges your researching side of things.
I hear that loud and clear. It's the times that I've fallen flat on my face, and where those are the lessons that cut the deepest.
Yes.
You fall flat on your face and you never want to make that mistake again. So you tend to remember it. And for me too, when I go out there and find it on my own, it's easier to remember than just somebody giving you the answer. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that's what the whole the apprenticeship is all about.
Yes.
It's like you really have an opportunity to expand and stretch your researching abilities and whatnot, because you are spending a super amount of time out there, searching for answers. So, well, one last question for you, Jonathan. What advice would you offer to those that are thinking of a career in tech and currently have absolutely no IT experience?
If they're thinking of getting into tech, I say this is and always probably will be always a good time to get into tech, because everything's always evolving, and with Linux and AWS everywhere, it's a no-brainer. Like, if you're thinking about it, go for it. Don't stop yourself, because if you limit yourself, you won't know what's out there. You really won't know what's out there. So you must do it. I mean, from my experience, I was very hesitant to get into the entire IT industry, but I took the dive, and it's paying off. It really is paying off, and I couldn't be any happier. So definitely go for it. That's my honest advice.